Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Alan's back in Genoa City and the walls are closing in, which can only mean things are about to get far worse before they get better on Young and Restless. Buckle up for twists, turns, and tears. As we know from the Young and Restless weekly preview, Alan returns and takes Tracy by surprise when he walks into their suite unexpectedly. And while it may not have been a total surprise given that she knew he was flying back from Paris, we're certain her heart was beating out of her chest as she worked to paste on a natural-looking smile and greet him, normally considering she believes he may be responsible for kidnapping Sharon and Phyllis and nearly killing them. The challenge for Tracy is to not let Alan detect her nervousness as she attempts to navigate the unprecedented situation, having to determine whether or not her fiancé is, in fact, the man she fell in love with, or his evil twin. While we have great faith in the abbot's ability to keep her composure, should she look into his eyes and realize that Alan is Martin, and that he is the monster responsible for Phyllis and Sharon's ordeal, things could rapidly deteriorate. The man is nothing if not clever, particularly when it comes to reading people and their psyches, so he'll be aware of even the most subtle of shifts in her demeanor. If he knows that she knows, to put it bluntly, Tracy will be in grave danger of losing her life. Perhaps that's why Tracy makes a distress call early in the week, according to Young and Restless spoilers. Happily, she gets an opportunity to do so, as it could be her only saving grace, her lifeline. We expect the terrifying drama to kick into high gear as Alan/Martin takes Tracy hostage in a last-ditch attempt to evade the authorities. This is usually the point at which the villain confesses to all their crimes and how they got away with it. So that should give us some answers to our burning questions, including, is Alan really Martin? But if the soap gods heed our call, there will be a massive twist here. Teasers indicate Sharon and Phyllis will be hungry for justice. Wouldn't it be divine if they were able to turn the tables on Alan/Martin and make him into their lab roar as they take their bittersweet revenge, or at least have their say? But they're not the only ones who have been traumatized by this monster. Tracy's sister, Ashley, was the first to be duped and terrorized by Martin, and with Eileen Davidson returning this week, it's clear she'll be in the mix. Indeed, a surprising alliance will team up to take down Alan/Martin, and we predict it will involve Phyllis and Sharon working with Ashley, who they actually considered a suspect in their kidnapping for a few seconds. There's never been any love lost between Ashley and her brother's ex-wives, but they'll have to work together if they want to save Tracy and help to apprehend their tormentor. Sounds like some entertaining and action-filled scenes could be coming our way. Sadly, there will also be tears, as we can't see any way around Tracy's heart being utterly shattered. Genoa City is no stranger to chaos, but this week, the tension is unbearable. Hearts are on edge, secrets are seconds from spilling, and one man's life hangs in the balance. Alan Martin, the mysterious newcomer who stormed into town just months ago, has captivated audiences and characters alike, but could his time be coming to a tragic end? The episode opens with a frantic Mickey Newman storming into the emergency room, her eyes wide with fear and her hands trembling. He's in there. He's coding. She shouts to the nurse, barely catching her breath. The camera pans to a flurry of doctors hovering over a still figure on the gurney. Alan. His face is pale, lips tinged blue. Alarms blare as the flatline threatens to become permanent. It all began just days ago, when Alan confided in Victoria that he was being followed. He had secrets, he warned her, secrets dangerous enough to destroy lives. But Victoria, drawn in by his vulnerability and enigmatic charm, refused to listen. She thought he was paranoid. Now she's sitting in the hospital corridor, her head buried in her hands, whispering, "I should have believed him." Alan Martin burst onto the Genoa City scene as a successful biotech investor, claiming to be in town for a new pharmaceutical partnership with Chancellor Winters. But whispers quickly followed. Who really is Alan? His past is littered with gaps. No birth records. No family ties. Just a trail of shell corporations and shadowy connections. Phyllis was the first to question his true identity, digging into his background, only to find dead ends. And then receive an ominous text. Stop digging, or you're next. Meanwhile, Adam Newman has been acting strangely ever since Alan arrived. Coincidence? Or is there a deeper connection between these two men? Alan and I go way back. Adam finally admitted to Chelsea this week. But he's not whom you think he is. He's dangerous, And yet, Alan's been nothing but gentle with Chelsea, offering her unexpected support during her ongoing mental health battles. Could Adam be projecting? Or is there truth behind the warning? As Devin and Lily prepare to launch their new drug with Alan's help, a data breach shuts down the entire system. Files are deleted, research erased, and millions lost overnight. Devin immediately suspects Alan, but Jill, who's always had a soft spot for the underdog, warns against jumping to conclusions. Enter Tucker McCall, smirking from the sidelines, whispering cryptic hints to Ashley about how he once crossed paths with someone just like Alan in Zurich. He doesn't just disappear into the shadows. Tucker warns, he is the shadow. Just when the paranoia starts to boil over, Alan is found unconscious in the alley behind Society, blood on his hands, a syringe on the ground beside him. Poison. A failed assassination. Or did someone finally catch up to him? As the news of Alan's hospitalization spreads, alliances shift like sand. Victor, ever the strategist, sees Alan's possible death as a way to consolidate power. He knew too much. Victor growls to Michael Baldwin, now we clean up. But not everyone is so quick to write Alan off. Sharon visits his bedside, sitting beside him with a haunted look. I know what it's like to be haunted by your past, she murmurs. You don't deserve to die alone. And then there's Mariah, who stumbles upon a mysterious journal in Alan's hotel room, filled with cryptic notes, coordinates, and one chilling phrase scrawled again and again. The fall begins in Genoa. While Alan lies in a coma, Victor receives an encrypted USB drive delivered to his office. It's labeled Play If I Die. Against his better judgment, he plugs it in. A video begins to play. Alan, looking directly into the camera, eyes blazing with intensity. If you're watching this, I'm either dead, or soon will be. The people I work for, they don't forgive, and they never forget. Everything that's about to happen in Genoa City, it started with a lie your family built its empire on, and I was sent to expose it. Cut to Victoria, tears welling in her eyes, as she watches the same video on her phone. He meant her. Doctors worked through the night. A rare toxin was found in Alan's bloodstream, one that mimics cardiac arrest. There's only one known antidote, and it's locked away in a private vault owned by none other than Jack Abbott. How the hell did my father's company get involved in this? Kyle demands. But Jack is silent. Stoic. He knows more than he's letting on. And when he sneaks into the hospital later that night, he places a small vial into the hands of the attending physician. Save him, Jack whispers. But tell no one. In the final scene of the week, Alan's heart monitor begins to spike. Nurses rush in. Victoria clutches his hand. Come back to me, she pleads. And what exactly does the fall begins in Genoa mean?